Hello everyone! Pretty Pegasus Wings here to give you all a quick mid-casting call update. First off, we want to thank everyone who's taken the time to audition or has left a supportive comment. This means a lot to us, and your kind words and well wishes have given us a lot more confidence about our project. We were a bit nervous at first, since this is our first audio play and casting call despite us being in a few good before, but we're glad to hear so many are just as excited as we are. Thank you to everyone! We have been paying attention to your comments, many of which are people who would like to audition, but can't because of the age restriction. It's unfortunate that we have to have one, but there is mature content. We have noticed a good chunk are 15 or nearly turning 15, and that got us thinking. It's going to take us a good few months to get episode 1 out, and the mature content doesn't really kick off till a good few episodes in, so we decided to lower the base age restriction from 16 to 15. By the time we get to the heavier stuff, which mostly requires the higher age restriction, the VAs will be old enough. To clarify, we are now taking auditions from people 15 and older, as well as people who are 14 but turning 15 within 2 to 3 months of the end audition date. So, if you're 14 and your birthday's in September, you can audition! The 18 age restriction is still in place and strictly enforced. We would also like to say how happy we are to see so many honest people, so we have no worries of anyone too young auditioning. Don't worry if you can't this time around. There will be future casting calls. We have been doing well with the auditions. So many talented people have sent some in. Despite this, there have been some roles severely lacking on auditions, specifically OCs and the female characters in general. Some have little and others none at all. We do highly recommend if you do audition, you audition for several, as it drastically increases your chances of getting in. If you've already auditioned but want to do another after hearing this, I ask that you leave a comment to notify us. If you're on the Casting Call Club, just send in another, no commenting required. On that note, if you're auditioning or re-auditioning, please send it once to one place. Do not send one to the email and to CCC or multiple times after, unless we're giving forewarning about a re-audition. If, say, you want to fix your audio, this makes it a lot simpler for us, and it keeps things a little more organized. Thank you. If you know anyone who may be able to help, especially female VAs over the age of 18, it'd be great if you could send this their way, or anyone who may be interested. Any and all help or support is greatly appreciated. There's a chance we may ask some of the auditioners near the tail end of the casting call period to audition for other characters we feel better suit them. Feel free to decline if you don't want to do said character. Another thing I'd like to say is yes, the due date is the 19th. That was a mistake, as well as the labeling instructions, so please check the Google Doc for the correct information. We have also noticed that we may not have been clear in our description of the OC voices, so we wanted to make a few points here. Alvera's voice, despite having a hiss, doesn't mean she's hissing all the time. Nira's voice isn't deep. Some people have mistaken medium for deep. In fact, it's a bit more on the high side. It's also sensual, which means it has sexual undertones. It can be sexy, but not all the time. It's a soft, subtle tone. Filter's voice is deeper than the example. Please don't go too deep nor too high. Most importantly, Filter's voice is sexy. It's very alluring. His voice must be sensual. No exceptions. A reminder not to edit your auditions with voice effects, please. Beeps to indicate where a section of line reading ends is fine, as well as splicing. If you need to clean your audio because it's that bad, then that's fine. The age restriction of 18 is a physical restriction, not a vocal. You must be at the age of 18, not sound 18. I have also heard a concern about our project being dead on arrival. I know it's a common thing to happen, especially from experience. I'm going to say a good 80% of projects I got into never started, have a super slow start, or sort of start then die before the first episode can air, if not more. As reassurance, you will be happy to know that episodes 1 and 2 are complete, with a few slight tweaks needed once we step away for a bit so we can look back at it with fresh eyes. 3 is in revision, 4 is just about done, and 5 has a good start. And the whole project is completely outlined. We know where we're starting, where it's going, and where it'll end. This project will not be done on arrival, so no worries. And one last general reminder to please read everything before commenting or auditioning. It helps you, it helps us, it makes everyone happier. That's about it for now. We're looking forward to your auditions, and even if you can't, your support and love is worth so much. Thank you once again for everything, and we look forward to giving you an awesome audio play you'll never forget.